Hello, my name is Mrs. Nwabude Garcia, and I'm the dance instructor here at Marietta High School. Welcome to dance. Just to give you a little bit of background about myself, I'm honored to begin my 19th year of teaching as your student's dance instructor. Here at the high school, I teach Modern 1, Jazz 1, and Intermediate and Advanced Modern Dance classes. It's always been my goal to make sure that dance gives a voice to my students and allows them to showcase their creative abilities. So hopefully during today's open house, you'll find out a little bit more about our dance program and get a better understanding of the classes that your student is about to embark on. Here's a little bit about MHS Dance.
In the Marietta Dance program, students are enrolled in Modern 1, Jazz 1, and Intermediate and Advanced Modern Dance classes. There are over 160 students currently enrolled in the dance program. In addition to traditional dance classes, students have the opportunity to audition for the Marietta Dance Ensemble. The Marietta Dance Ensemble is a collective of students who have auditioned and been selected to represent the Marietta High School dance program to the outside community. MDE dancers rehearse 4 to 5 hours per week. Performances have included participation in the Marietta Reed Celebration, the Veterans Day Assembly, the benefit concert for LMA's Courage Foundation, and work with guest dance artists. Here at Marietta High School, dancers are also encouraged to be more than just performers. We want to build well-rounded artists. In addition to their dance technique studies, students have had the opportunity to create their own choreography. The MHS Dance Department appreciates your continued support. Please make sure to join our mailing list by visiting our website, www.mdemoves.com.
So as we go through today's presentation, there are going to be plenty of opportunities for you to find ways to get involved in the program, many of them virtually and interactive for right now. So the last website that you just saw on the screen was www.mdemoves.com. That is our unofficial website for our MHS dance program, and I would encourage you to, of course, go visit the site. Just to get a little bit of information, I want to make sure that throughout the semester you can contact me if you have any questions or concerns about our dance classes. Please remember that you can reach me via email at cnwabude@marietta-city.k12.ga.us. That's a mouthful. You can also reach me by phone at the high school at 770-428-2631. This is a picture of my current schedule. Right now, MHS teachers have virtual hours at the beginning of the school day and at the end of the school day. These are hours when students can contact us for extra assistance concerning our classes. So please encourage your student, if they need some extra help, to make sure to email me and set an appointment up. I'm happy to assist them. I'm available in the morning between 7:30 and 8:30 a.m. and available after the school day between 2 and 4:30 p.m. If you'll notice, I also have planning periods during the day with a little bit of open space. Now, I just want to take you through some of the areas on your Schoology pages that are going to be really important for your student success. So the first thing we'll talk about are our Zoom links, Zoom etiquette, and then also our Remind page. Let's take some time to talk about Zoom links, Zoom protocol, and how we can stay connected this year with MHS Dance. Now, if you've noticed, we've come over to our Modern Dance Schoology page. Now, if you are a Jazz 1 dancer or an intermediate or advanced modern dancer, please do not be alarmed. The layout and format of these pages is exactly the same, so any information that I discuss right now also pertains to you. If you notice, at the top of each Schoology page, you will find a class Zoom link. Clicking on this classroom Zoom link is a fast way to get to class when you are ready. So as a student and as a parent, you don't have to necessarily remember a long Zoom link. You just have to come to the Schoology page and to click on the link. Another thing that you will notice is that we have a page dedicated to our dance class rules and etiquette. Now, if we click on that page, it will open up to show you some information that was decided by the students of our dance program. During our first week of school, we took some time to collaborate about what we thought should be the do's and don'ts of dance in our classrooms. Some that may jump out to you is information about proper dance attire and information about keeping videos on during class. I will make sure to talk about these a little more in depth a little later on in this presentation. But again, remember, you can go to your Schoology page. You can click on our Zoom dance class rules and etiquette page, and you can find this information pertaining to our Zoom dance class rules. One more thing that I do want to make sure that you pay attention to on our Schoology pages is that at the very beginning and very top of the page, you will find remind information. It's very important that we find ways to stay connected, and I want to make sure that students get reminders about assignments and things that are important for dance. So when you go into your Schoology page, make sure to click on the Remind page. It will take you to information that will help your dancer to get extra reminders about information that is upcoming in class. If you have not taken the time already to join our Remind group, please make sure that you go over to your Schoology page, text your class code to 81010 so that you are not left out of the loop. And that's it for Zoom links, Zoom protocol, and how we can stay in touch. So the next thing we're going to do is take a moment to talk about how your student can submit assignments throughout this semester. Many parents and students may have questions about how to submit assignments. First, you want to know where to find your assignment. When you have an assignment in this dance class, in order to find it, you will want to make sure that you go to your Schoology page. On your Schoology page, you will find a red folder that pertains to our unit of study. For our Modern 1 classes, right now we are studying Modern Dance Basics. Again, this title will vary if you are taking a Jazz 1 class or you are currently taking an intermediate or advanced modern class. The format, again, for all of these classes is exactly the same. When you open the red folder, you will notice that there are separate folders underneath that pertain to each lesson for each week. Each lesson is also dated to help you remember when we worked on that classroom lesson. What you will need to do next is to decide which lesson we are working in, and then to click to open that folder. As you can see, once I open lesson 4, there is information located in the lesson to help students with understanding the lesson itself. Dancers should look for this image to know that they have an assignment that is due. The dancer can then click on the assignment and be able to complete and submit the assignment. Additionally, dancers can always go to the right column of their Schoology page for reminders and upcoming events. Under upcoming events, any assignments that are currently due will also be listed here. Students can click on that assignment. It will take them to a page where, again, the assignment information will be listed. Most assignments have a due date listed at the top, have instructions listed in the middle, and many of the assignments will also have a rubric that is attached. Again, remember you can find your assignments on your Schoology page. Make sure to complete them and to submit them. All right, so next we're going to talk a little bit about the syllabus and give you a little bit of a breakdown of things that you should know concerning the syllabus. One way your student can find out more about his or her classroom is by reading and understanding our classroom syllabus. So on each Schoology Dance page, you will find a purple folder labeled Syllabus Document and Videos. If you click on this purple folder, you will find at the top the syllabus. Now remember, our Jazz 1, Modern 2, 3, and 4 class formats are the same. So Jazz 1 dancers and Intermediate and Advanced dancers, your syllabus will be at the top of your folder. If we click on the link or the page, you will notice that the class syllabus is displayed. At the top, there is contact information and also information that reminds you that our class links and remind group info can be found on the Schoology page. On the syllabus, you will find an overview for our Level 1 classes. This course introduces basic technique and terminology through the exploration of dance. And we know for our intermediate and advanced classes, we will look to study intermediate and advanced technique and terminology. It also reminds dancers of the various forms and styles that will be explored in their classes. You will find information on the syllabus about course content and also objectives. These should be things that students are able to do once they have finished the course. Most parents and students have the most questions about requirements. Students are required to have a 3-ring binder which houses and holds information that pertains to the theory portion of this class. Dance terminology, handouts, Q&A, answer and application, any journals that we've completed, and any paper quizzes or tests. Now we do have a very robust dress code, but please note that in this current virtual setting, students are only required to dress out by wearing black form-fitting dance or exercise clothing that allows for movement. I ask that hair be pulled away from the face and students make sure that attire is appropriate. That means that the dancers should remember the 3 B's, breast, belly, and bottom covered up at all times so that we are appropriate for our Zoom classroom. If you look underneath, there's information about grading assessments. Now for our Level 1 classes, our formative assessments make up 70% of your grading. That includes Q&A, daily participation, theory handouts, quizzes, items that fall into that category. These are the daily assessments that help you get ready for the bigger tests. Your summative assessments make up 30% of your grading. And these are those big ticket assessments that happen after you've done most of your formal learning. Now for my intermediate and advanced level classes, your grading categories are also broken into formative and summative assessments, but your percentages are a little bit different. Formative assessments make up 60% and summative assessments make up 30%. A little later in this presentation, we'll go through some slides that make sure to remind you of this. Students are expected to participate on a daily basis. They are receiving points for participation, and of course participation is important because practice makes perfect. Dance students do take tests and projects. Again, like most things in the class, those tests and projects are based on both written and movement-based activities. In your syllabus, you will find information pertaining to physical disability and sickness, our tardy policy, information about our makeup work policy, as well as our late policy due to neglect. Our syllabus also holds information about our test calendar. Remember, the test calendar can change in the case that students need extra time to prepare. There's also information about rehearsals and alternate assignments if students cannot participate in formal performances. Towards the bottom of the syllabus, you'll find information about rules and consequences. And on the very third page, it asks you, the parent, to make sure that you have read and understand the curriculum and to have your student print their name, write the name of their class, sign their signature, and you to sign your signature and date as well. Now, to get more information about our syllabus and more detailed information about our syllabus, I would encourage you to watch the attached syllabus videos that are in the syllabus folder. So I'm going to take you one step back to our purple folder. And if you notice, there are several videos attached. As stated before, students reviewed the syllabus in class during the second week of school, and the videos associated with that review are in this Schoology folder. So please feel free to view these videos to get a more detailed explanation of the syllabus for your students' class. Remember, Jazz 1, Modern 2, 3, and 4 are set in the same format, so you will have personal videos as well. Okay, so I just want to take you over to just some basic information concerning the syllabus and just make sure that we come back to hit some ticket items. For my level 1 students, things to remember, highlights, is that your formative assessments, again, will make up 70% of your score. Those are those daily activities that we are doing to get ready for our bigger tests and assessments, which are our summative assessments. Those make up 30%. It is important to remember that one of the many grades that you will receive on a regular, continuous basis will be your daily participation or performance grades. So it's actually going to be really important that you are attending class every class period and that you are prepared and participating with us. Now, along the way, we of course will do some reflection journals, so some critique of dance works. We will look at dance history and some of the important figures that are a part of dance history. Some other important points to remember is that, again, you want to make sure to know that you can go to Schoology and to check that syllabus folder to get a more detailed breakdown of our syllabus. You will also find in that folder a welcome letter. So for those of you who've never taken dance in the program, we'll give you a little bit of history and a little bit of information about the program. Two things that I wanted to make sure that I referenced in this video was the use of video cameras during class. Now, I know some students may feel a little nervous dancing in a Zoom setting, and that is definitely okay. So one thing that students have the option of doing this year to help them with their comfort level is to either have their video screen up with the camera on them, or to simply tilt their screen upward so that I'm just getting an upward view of the body while they are dancing. And that way they can feel a little more comfortable performing and still be able to earn those participation points. One more thing that I want to address is what happens if you miss class. Lots of things can happen. You might be feeling ill that day. Internet may have gone out. I want to make sure that you don't get behind, and I want to make sure that you are still able to be successful. So please remember that you can go to your Schoology page, and in each lesson, there is a pink folder called Go Further. And if you will go into the Go Further folder, you will always find a recording of our previous class posted there. So you have the opportunity to go watch class, participate in that class, and be ready for the next one. For my intermediate and advanced dancers, if you notice, much of the information that I just spoke about is the same for you. One of the major differences we will see is in grading categories. And again, your formative assessments make up 60% of your grade, while your summative assessments make up 40%. Last but not least, thank you so much for coming to tonight's open house and for spending some time with me and considering what needs to happen for you and your students' dance classes. I'd love for you to take a moment to scan the QR code that is in front of you. And you can do that by opening up your camera, pointing your device towards this QR code. The phone should automatically scan, and it should take you over to a Google Doc. I'd love to have a record of who you are, who your student is, and how I can contact you later. Please remember, if you have any more questions about the dance program, don't hesitate to contact me. I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much.